Yes. Moyongo ni mapenzi. Do you guys remember this dance? Are you ready? Are you ready? Hey, 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 hey. Amarula, Amarula, so sweet and fine like Amarula. She comes in the morning, still have a banana. The one thing I love about African music is like they really know how to play the guitar, the drums, the everything, but that electric guitar when it oh, she's really sweet. Hey. What's up guys, so today I thought I would do the Kenyan Tag. I have seen a few of these, they're really coming up, but I just thought I need to be part of this movement and I need to rep the 254, is it they call it? Yeah, so let's get started with the video. So the first question, what is your Kenyan name? So in Kenya, as far as I'm aware, I don't think we have like a Kenyan name and then an English name. I think we just have your name is your name. So my name is Tracy Mumbi. Mumbi, I guess, is the Kenyan part of my name. The next question is, were you born in Kenya? So yep, I was born in Kenya. I was born and raised in Kenya until I was like 7, and then I moved over to the UK. Favorite Kenyan movie? My favorite Kenyan movie is probably, is it Marooned? What is your favorite Kenyan song? I don't really have a favorite Kenyan song. I used to listen to Count Mula, but they're more of like a westernized version of Kenyan music, so they rap a little bit. But like Sachi Soul, I like them. When was the last time you were in Kenya? The last time I was in Kenya, I think was 2012. And I think it was 2012. How many times have you been to Kenya? So apart from living in Kenya, I think I've gone and came back maybe 3 or 4 times. We try to go back as often as we can, but normally it ends up being 3 or more years before we go back. What tribe are you? I am a Kikuyu girl. Hey, what's up my Kikuyus? Lakini I don't know how to speak in Kikuyu, so that one, just miss me on that one. Say something tribal in your language. Okay, like hey, I'm one of those shy people, like, you know, when my friends, they ask, say something in Swahili, I'm just like, no, not me. No, I don't speak. But if you want me to say something, I can say maybe Jambo, jina langu ni Tracy, naishi UK, lakini I was what's this English coming from? What's the word for born? Nilizaliwa Kenya, alafu nikahama, ndio nikakuja huku UK. Man, I feel really sad because this English, speaking English 24/7 has ruined the accent. Sasa nikirudi Kenya, my family, every time I say, you know, the bus, like going to catch the bus, they're like, you're saying bus, but they just say bus. What do you like the most about Kenya? I think with a lot of African nations as well, I like the community feel to it. I like the friendliness. There's like a different type of socialness in Kenya. It's not as much socialness as in going out everywhere, like going to pubs, going to parties. It's not like that. It's just more the socialness within neighborhoods, within families. Like here, I don't feel like cousins are as close as back in Kenya or in Africa. In Africa, like your cousins are literally your brothers and sisters. But here, I feel like people can just go without knowing cousins exist and we'll just continue living our life. I love the community feel of Kenya. I love the togetherness. What do you hate the most about Kenya. So what I hate the most about Kenya is like the corruption that's going on. You know, money, it drives people crazy, and I just kind of feel like we really need to get over this greed of money because it corrupts a lot of things. Like there's bribing for everything. There's a lot of crime all revolved around money, and I just feel like it's really just disturbing the country and the potential that it has to just really develop into something fantabulous. Do you have any Kenyan nicknames? When I was younger, yes, and I think my mum sometimes still calls me this. So the people who I used to know when I was little, they'd call me like Kabombo, so that's short for like Mumbi, you know, they'd use that. Mumbi, my mum still calls me, so that's my second name. Yeah, Kabombo, Bimo, I used to be called Bimo, and Mumbi, and I don't really actually recall many people calling me Tracy, so I don't know. What makes you different from any other Kenyans? Sasa hii ni kuseparate each other. What makes me different? The fact that I live in a different country. The fact that I guess you could consider English my first language now. And my looks. I'm different from any other Kenyan, despite people thinking that maybe Africans look the same or Kenyans look the same. I'm different. Do you speak your language? I do speak my language, not often. I try to. My mum speaks to me in Swahili sometimes, so that is like as good as it gets. I just feel very awkward speaking in my language sometimes, only because of my accent and like forgetting words. What around your house represents your culture? So, as you can see, I'm just repping the Kenyan shirt. I also have the Kenyan bracelet. We don't really have like traditional Kenyan things. My mum painted this. I thought it was a really good drawing, you know. She's done a few other things that are around the house, but you know, her artisticness came out. Last question is, what ridiculous question were you asked about your culture? This question I get a lot. It's not about just specifically my culture, but I feel like a lot of people, especially Africans, we get annoyed by this. So when you go to school, do you like see elephants and lions? Even when I used to live in Kenya, did I ever really see... I didn't live in the bushes, so I couldn't really see lions and zebras. I think zebras is as close as we get to wildlife, because everything else is pretty hidden. I don't really understand where they get this idea from. Like, people seem to think that there's no buildings in Kenya, just think it's bush and like children with like flies in their eyes and like slums, but it's not like that. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope I've given some insight into being a Kenyan. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!